Let's pretend Aston Martin calls you up and says, you can have any DB12 you want. Well, it might look a little something like this. The Aston Martin DB12 is fresh and updated and now makes quite a bit more horsepower. We're going to take a look at this new DB12, spec it out, and see exactly the way I would do it. And I'd love to hear how you would do it.
No pun intended.
So here we go. It comes with 671 horsepower, does 0 to 62 in 3.6 seconds, and has a top speed of 202 miles per hour. The things that we can pick, are we going convertible or not? And for me, I think I'm going to stick with the coupe, although that convertible does look pretty good. So let's go ahead and start the configurator. And this is something that I love that Aston Martin does. They don't sort the colors by Inspire or Pure or some other way of designating the colors. What they do, blacks and grays, purples and blues, greens, reds, bronzes and oranges, silvers and whites. That's the way it should be. And there's a ton to choose from in each one of those, but it doesn't need to be some crazy made up name that the manufacturer comes up with. Now I do like this Cosmos orange. However, I think this does need to be something richer, a deeper color, something that's a little bit classier. So liquid crimson is pretty nice, but for me, I think I'm going with this plasma blue. It was a toss up between that and storm purple, but I feel like a lot of people would just click away as soon as I clicked storm purple. So plasma blue it is. I am very happy with that choice, but let's go ahead and look at some of the exterior packages here. So we can have it be body color, gloss black, or carbon fiber on the outside. And honestly, I didn't notice enough of a change. You've got just this little strip here. I think I'll just stick with the body color package, and that way it gives it just a tiny bit more ground clearance, which makes this more of a GT car. Going to stick with the bright grille rather than blacking that out. And I will keep the gloss black roof because I feel like it blends in a little bit better than the body color roof does. All right, next up we do have the wheels, and honestly, I like what's already on there. You've got the satin finish 21-inch bronze wheels, which I really do like. And honestly, design-wise, I think it's one of the better ones too. And to complement those bronze wheels, I think I'm gonna go with the bronze brake caliper, although this kind of teal color looks pretty interesting. Oh, Aston Martin green. That must just be the tint of the monitor. Aston Martin green, definitely not teal. Now this one, I'm actually going to go with the steel brakes instead of the carbon ceramics, just for ease of replacement, and this is not going to be a track car, this is going to be a GT cruiser. Coming around to the taillights, we can do smoked taillights or red taillights. I actually prefer the red, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we have the option of clear glass, which apparently is our only option. Guess I'll just have to tint it later. All right, now we come to the seat options. You have the performance seats, or you have the Sport Plus seats. And again, not being a track car, we're going with the Sport Plus. Now, I made fun of all the other manufacturers for their color choices of how they name their different color options. And here we go. We've got the interior color options on Aston Martin: Accelerate, Inspire Comfort, and Inspire Sport. And those are amplified by monotone or duotone. I'm going to try this comfort option and see if we can't just get this to be all Oxford tan, because that is the way that I would want it. And there it is. I like that a lot. Now this is going to be interesting. There's a lot of different options. I want to see how this blue looks. Does that tie in? Is it too much? And that, honestly, it might be a little too much. But going with this darker blue, Aurora blue, I think that might actually be the ticket on the stitching here. You can see just a little bit of that blue accent there. But let's get into the interior option. So our seat belts, we're gonna make those tan as well. Although honestly, the graphite is tempting if it was just a little bit more blue. Actually, I'm going back to the black, adding a little bit of contrast. I think that's the move. Obviously, we're gonna add the heated steering wheel because I live in an area with 4 seasons. All right, now we get to the trim inlay. I'm not so big on the carbon fiber just because it is not that sporty of a car. Sporty as it is, it's not that sporty. So we've got a dark brushed aluminum, or you could go with a wood trim. Although I don't like that wood trim, honestly. Dark walnut does look good. I feel like the interior is a little bit more modern, so I'm not gonna go with a wood, but I think there we go. This one gives you leather and a gloss black. I think that's gonna be the ticket to go with. Center trim inlay. Here we can do some different options. Apparently you can add just a touch of wood there in the center, but because I've got some gloss black elsewhere, as much as I don't love gloss black, I'm gonna go with the gloss black. All right, so we do have an option to match the door trim here, doing gloss black on the back of the seat, but not gonna do that, gonna stick with the tan. And our interior jewelry, satin silver or satin dark chrome. And I think I like that dark chrome a little bit more because it blends in more with the black accents. All right, so we're going with no carbon fiber interior package, going with the enamel wings and script. We are going to upgrade to the Bowers & Wilkins surround sound audio system and the heavy pile floor mats. To add a touch of class, we're going to add the umbrella and holder, which is placed in the trunk rather than in the door like your Rolls-Royce. Although I am going to stay away from the luggage set, although that is something my wife would probably love. Now this is something that I love that Aston Martin does. They have the ski pack, which comes with a roof-mounted ski rack, ski boot warmer, ski bag, and snow chains. More people need to be like Aston Martin. This is awesome. All right, that's it. That is my Aston Martin DB12. Check it out. You can see it in different environments. I really do like that blue. You've got the all tan interior. We've added just a few options to it, but not a significant amount. And there we go. We've got the 360 configurator. You can see that DB12 in all of its glory there on the Formula One track. Looks like we're in Vegas. You got the sphere in the back there. But man, this is something I would love to drive. What would you do differently? Make sure to let me know. And since you're here, check out some of my other videos. I'll catch you on the next one.